Hey, Jason here. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys are all having a great day. So today the markets bounced back a little bit, not quite all the ways. We're still having a pretty crazy week here. The only couple things I did today, two trades. One of them was just an executed one that I had a good till cancel, which were our two iron condors expiring this Friday that we put in the close order at $25. Two of those got filled. And then I opened up one more put credit spread on Tesla. I know you're surprised that it is Tesla, this guy right here. So quite a ways out, and we are down $1 on that. So just terrible returns on that guy. So other than that, I am not doing anything. Obviously, it's only 18 minutes, maybe not obviously, but I'm Pacific Standard Time, so I've just got another 18 minutes here. So I don't see any other plays going on. I'm still holding on to my SPY butterfly here in case we have a decent bounce back by the end of tomorrow. Otherwise, that play will probably just be in the garbage. We did put up what do we got for those? $104 to play those guys. Strike prices here. And we have the other one I put on yesterday, which was a 10, 8. Where are we at? 3 option strategy. Here we go. Open these up for $78. We're up $40 on these guys. You can see the strike price is here. And as we're bouncing back up a little bit, we have a little ways to go. But I think this one could end up in the money. So this will be a huge gainer if we happen to hit that just right. So other than that, I wanted to show one thing just because I got an email about it. So most of the time when we are opening up put credit spreads, right? We will, a lot of times we'll select our strikes, hit that button, and then we'll hit this little up arrow, and that'll show us our little profit graph here. But one thing that Robinhood does not do well, it doesn't really show us what it looks like when we're rolling something very well. So I just wanted to show this in case you guys take a look, because somebody else did, and seemed like something wasn't right. So we'll look at rolling out these 700 695s. We'll sell the ones we bought, and then buy the ones we sell. Go out a couple weeks, sell that 700, and buy the 695. So same kind of thing. Once we hit this, now it shows it all just wacky, right? And the reason is the reason that it shows like this is it's taking into account all 4 of these. If you were actually buying the ones at on October 8th and selling the ones on October 8th. So if that was part of this 4 option strategy, this is what it would actually be like. It doesn't take into account that you are buying and selling these to close and you're only going to have the 2 left. So if that ever happens, don't worry about that. Not a big deal. We are not going to roll those actually out. And then last thing, quick word, just about Alibaba. So I think we end up talking about this quite a bit on the live streams and kind of where the stock is at. So basically, as far as fundamentals and free cash flow, and as a business, this company, if this company was in the U.S., the stock price would be 300, like no doubt about it. That's not even a very generous PE ratio. That is that's what this would probably be at most likely. But the fact is that it's in China. Alibaba, you do not, even though you can go here and trade and buy, you're not actually buying the stock. If you want to take a closer look at that, you can see it's basically there's a middleman, because we can't own Chinese stocks in the US. So you don't actually own the Alibaba stock itself. And the one X factor, why isn't everybody jumping on this thing? Because it's half price, and basically it has to do with the Chinese government, who has been regulating. They've been regulating everything across the board, and their main focus is basically everything for China. Everything, whether it's business, culture, everything. Like every action that they do is for the betterment of their own country. Could care less about outside investors, could care less about all of it. So if you look at like what's happened just over the past month, kids are no longer allowed to play online video games, but 3 hours a week between 8 and 9 p.m. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's it. So this is like almost what like a good parent would do now, right? All the kids are just playing video games all day, and instead of video games, kids are going to be studying, doing athletic stuff. They're trying to get rid of cultural icons because they don't want people to look up to like these figures, these celebrities, like I guess sometimes how we do, right? Like how many people are following what are they, the like not the Desperate Housewives, the Housewives of wherever, or the, oh my gosh, what are they, the Jenners, can't remember them. There's a, oh my gosh, or Kardashians. I was gonna say, yeah, Kardashians. People look up to them, and then they will say something and they'll take it as gospel when they actually have no credibility, other than the fact that they are a celebrity. So China's trying to get rid of that because that's not a great direction for people to take. And then same thing with businesses. A lot of it is making sure nothing is monopolistic and that everything can grow. So that's all a part of it. And that is the huge risk with Alibaba. It could be torn apart, on top of the fact that Chinese companies are not exactly known for their great reliability for their accounting. So even though we show great financial numbers, that's based on the accounting that we're shown. And if we look at like Luckin Coffee, we know all that stuff could be faked. I don't think it necessarily is with Alibaba, but who knows? I mean, their population is huge, and their customer base in China itself is huge. But outside of the U.S., I'm an Alibaba customer. I've used it quite a bit, and it was very helpful. It was a very helpful platform to get products manufactured and make contact in China. So I've used that. But that being said, if that stuff all gets cut out, because one of their other directives is not having any outside influence in like their society, or possibly in their business dealings too. One of the other things that they cut out was English teachers. So people that, not even English teachers, but foreign language teachers. That's one of the things that, I guess let me back up here. One of the things in China, for you to work as somebody that's not from China, you have to be able to do something better than anybody else in China can have. So you can't have a job that a Chinese person can have. So one of those things was a native speaker of another language. So if you know French, you know Spanish, you know English, whatever those other languages are, that was one of the jobs that foreigners could have. They could move to China and teach these classes. And over the past 6 months, that's completely gone away. There's not going to be any more of that because of foreigners possibly bringing in other ideas, theologies, whatever you want to call it, from other countries to China. So that's another thing that just went away, and that is just the huge risk that's associated with Alibaba. Do I think there could be potentially super good upside? Yes. Will it probably reach back up to 300 anytime soon? I'm doubtful, because there's always going to be the people that are going to stay away from it and don't want that risk. You have to calculate in that risk with owning the stock, and with the hundreds and hundreds of companies out there. You can find you can find something else that is probably similarly valued with similar upside that would be a much better place of putting your money, rather than this that is completely, it's just completely risky. So I think anything in there could be gambling. And if you happen to hit it, fantastic, good for you. But I don't think it's not one that I would highly look at. If they have a run up, maybe scalp some options, scalp some shares or something like that. But I don't think at this present time, with the way the government is going, and with US-China relations, I don't think the risk makes much sense. Like, take your day, take your couple days, go through, find some penny stocks, some company that you might not, that nobody else has heard of. Maybe you can get in early on some of that, or take some investment that not a lot of people are talking about it. I mean, Alibaba is obviously a huge market cap company, so it's something people are looking at. They know it's discounted. It's not something that's a huge surprise that it's undervalued right now. Nobody is denying that their business model is super awesome, and I don't even know what they have as far as price target. Yeah, analysts are saying buy it. Yeah, buy it with your money, and there you go. For market value, 302. And that's what I remember from every single good analyst that was out there. It's right above 300. And that's where I will leave it. I will see. Whoa. Is it gone? Oh, there we go. I thought all my money disappeared. All right. Oh, well. I will, probably make another one tomorrow. Other than that, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Love you guys, and let's make a lot of money.